This video is for October week 2, and our bottom line for October is, who has plans for you? God has plans for me. And our memory verse for the month is, for I know the plans I have for you, you march in place, says the Lord. Jeremiah 29:11. So this month we're talking about God's plan for us. The prophet Jeremiah shares the wonderful truth that God knows the plans he has for us. Even when we don't understand the plans and even when they're hard, we can still trust God because of who God is. And God's plans are always a whole in one. So that's kind of where the theme ties in. So last week we started talking about Noah's Ark and how we can always trust God's plans. Well, this week we are following up with God keeps his promises. We get to introduce preschoolers to the very first rainbow. And even better, we get to teach them that the rainbow is part of God's plans for them. Every time we see a rainbow in the sky, God is also looking at that same rainbow and remembering his promise to never flood the entire world again. It is such a special story that reminds us that we are all part of a much bigger plan. So, kind of the ending of Noah's Ark. So I'm going to tell you, I'm making this video early in the week because I am leaving to go out of town on Wednesday. So I just ordered all the supplies. So I'm just kind of telling you what we have. And the supplies will be here on Sunday. So I can't really show those to you. So we'd love for you to join us. My list on my hand of all the things I need still. We'd love for you to join us in the garage door room at 8:20 and 10:20 for coffee and donuts and prayer. Gosh, that prayer time is just so great. I love being in there every single week, just hearing what's going on in people's lives so that I can pray for them. Then just make sure that you are to the 2-year-olds room by 8:30 and 10:30. When service begins at 8:40 and 10:40, kids can play with toys around the room. You can use this little remote right here. You just hold down the menu button and that turns on the Apple TV up there. And you can use that to play the song for the week as kids are coming in. And obviously they can be playing with toys. Then about 5 after, you can start cleaning up. We have a couple little intro activities. The first one, I ordered these huge white feathers because Noah sent out a dove. And so you're going to show kids the feathers and say, what animal has feathers? Yeah, a bird. You guys are going to hold a feather in each hand and let's be birds. They can take the feathers home with them. So they're going to pretend that their feathers are bird wings and they're going to fly around the room. And you're going to say, today we're going to hear about a bird in our Bible story. I can't wait to find out what happened. So then another interactivity you can do, I ordered some little animals that will be in that come in little matching pairs. So you can set them out. Maybe set them out in the middle of the carpet and have the kids sit around the carpet and ask if kids hold up like an elephant. Say, can anybody find my other elephant? And see if they can match the pairs. And then just say, God told Noah to gather 2 of every animal while the rain came down. God had plans for Noah and God has plans for you too. Then at 20 after, you will head out to large group where kids can hear our story. When you get back from large group, you have a few activities that you can do. The first one, I'm going to tape these onto those big plastic placemats. So there's 10 puddles and then a rainbow that will be at the very end. And I'll have them on those placemats so you can just lay them out on the floor. So you're going to tell them that they're going to hop along the puddles with you one at a time. And then you're going to make it to the rainbow. And when you get to the rainbow, you're going to say your memory verse all together. And you can keep doing that. You can have, kids do it one at a time and say the memory verse together when they get down. Or you could just keep going in a circle and doing it with them. Then another, the little craft for this week is you're going to put this big rainbow in a gallon-size plastic, gallon-size Ziploc baggie. And you're going to let kids put in red, yellow, green, and blue pom-pom balls. So I ordered enough pom-pom balls that every kid can have about 10 red and yellow and about, I think I ordered like 150. So like 6 or 7 green and blue. So you'll hand them to them and they can put them into their baggie and then you'll zip up their baggies. And you're going to try to tell them, push your red pom-poms up to your red arch. Push your yellows to your yellow arch. And they'll try to match their colors along, or they can just slide them out throughout their bag. That's totally fine. And then you'll just kind of review the story talking about how God made the rainbow as a promise to never cover the world with water again. So that's their little craft for the week. And then the last thing, I have a little archway, like a balloon arch, that I am going to hang streamers from that will look like a rainbow. And so you're just going to have the kids crawl through the rainbow. And you can say, God has plans for each of you. Okay, Lola, you crawl through the rainbow. God has a plan for you. Henry, you crawl through the rainbow. God has a plan for you. And then you can kind of review the story too. Also, these were from last week. They are just like Noah's Ark sticker pages. So if you have any kids that want to do one of those, we still have plenty left. So they can do one if you'd like. Otherwise, those are just extra fun things to do. So that is it for this week. I have a couple Noah's Ark storybooks in case you want to read those. We have the Noah's Ark little boat in case any kids want to play with that. And I think that's it for this week. Thank you guys so much for serving. I am so grateful for every single one of you. And we'll see you on Sunday.